Jets Ward.
Jets, Jets. What is going on, Jet fans? And welcome back to another episode of the Jets Ward. I am your host, Ryan Ward, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys. I got a fun one for you. But first, if you've been here before, welcome back. You know I love having you guys here. It is a great place to be because you guys keep coming back for more. And if you are new here, welcome. Whether you're a Jets fan of another NFL team, or just the casual NFL fan, you are always welcome here. It is a safe space for you. Now, guys, all of us are getting so excited for the NFL draft. It's less than a month away, and we are sitting on the edge of our seats to see who our teams can take in the first round, second round. Doesn't matter which round, the new players that can be brought onto our teams. But at this point, there are still some top NFL free agents that are still available. And today, what I wanted to talk to you guys about are 5 players that I think could make sense for the New York Jets. So we're going to be talking about a couple quarterbacks going into it and why they could fit with the Jets. So without further ado, let's get into the first one. The first one that I'm going to talk to you guys about is tight end Jonnu Smith. Now, he is a free agent. He was let go by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a little bit of a down year. He was fantastic in Miami. He was one of Tua Tagovailoa's favorite targets, a guy who was great at the blocking, but much better in the pass game. You can line him up as a bigger slot. You can have him as a tight end, just running down the seam route. Matchup nightmare. And when the ball in his hands, he's really tough to bring down. He's only 30 years old. He's 6'3", 248 pounds. And one of the biggest needs right now for the New York Jets, a very underrated one, is a legit tight end too. Right now, we have Mason Taylor, who I do really like, but he's coming off an injury, and he showed flashes last year. But how do we know that he is a bona fide number 1 tight end? We don't. We just have to bank on his upside and that he comes back fully healthy. Then we have Jeremy Ruckert, who flashed last year, who did much better and learned a lot and did a great job blocking and was utilized in the pass game more, which was great. I was happy to see him. He ended up getting another contract, getting extended. Then we have Jelani Woods, who, I don't know, we didn't do anything with last year. He was in a couple games, but really didn't do anything. And we have Andrew Beck as well, but he's more of our fullback. I think the Jets really need to bring in another tight end. And if they're not going to draft one, Jonnu Smith is sitting right there. And it makes sense for the Jets because one of the people that we hired this year on the offensive side of the ball was Pittsburgh Steelers tight end coach. So if anybody knows anything about Jonnu Smith, it's going to be him. So this could be a very interesting one. He can come in, be our tight end 2, maybe tight end 1 if Mason Taylor isn't ready to go, and teach Mason Taylor a couple of things. And could be another weapon for Geno Smith, who really likes using his tight ends in the offense. Could be a great compliment to Garrett Wilson and A.D. Mitchell, and could be just another threat for the New York Jets. So Jonnu Smith is a very intriguing option at this point in free agency for the Jets, and I think he could be a fit. The next one that I'm going to bring up is going on the quarterback side, and I already made a video about this one. Josh Dobbs. He's 31 years old. He's 6'3", 220 pounds, and we are looking for a number 2 QB. We have Geno Smith, as we heard from Aaron Glenn. He is our starting quarterback. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. He's our guy. But Josh Dobbs, I think, could be a perfect number 2 quarterback. He comes in, one of the more intelligent quarterbacks in the league, has played in a lot of different systems, very quick at getting the playbook as well. I remember when he got traded from the Cardinals to the Vikings and started right away, only on 4 days of being able to learn the playbook, and he was able to go out there and get a win for the Minnesota Vikings. He can still run with the ball. He's got a okay arm, not the best arm, but he can get the ball where you need him to. Accuracy is a little bit of an issue for him, but overall, for a quarterback too, it can be much worse. Josh Dobbs, I think, could be a great mentor for any young guy that comes in. And could be a solid backup just in case something happened to Geno where you needed Dobbs to start for a game or two. I think he could fit that role. So he's a perfect one in my opinion as quarterback number 2. Sticking on that though, there's another quarterback out there, Cooper Rush. I think he really fits this system that Frank Reich is going to go. He's the prototypical Frank Reich type of quarterback. 6'3", 225 pounds, tough guy, had success in Mike McCarthy's offense when he was with the Cowboys, when Dak Prescott went down. Ended up going to Baltimore last year and just looked awful. Had 4 interceptions, no touchdowns. Didn't look good. He didn't look like a fit in that system. So I think putting him in the backup behind Geno in a system that I think he could be more comfortable with. He's solid at processing the field, going through his progressions. He can, with solid protection, can get the ball to his receivers. He is your prototypical, prototypical check down guy. He can see the field. He's not afraid to check it down to his running back, which Breece Hall is a solid receiver out of the backfield. And he's your game manager. That's the word. He's the game manager that the Jets could love, that they could utilize as a backup quarterback. And again, a solid guy that can come in and help out a younger quarterback and mentor them while Geno's starting, so you don't have to rush the young guy to get in and struggle with that New York media. Now, continuing on, the next guy that I want to talk to you guys about is probably the biggest one. And this is Devin White, linebacker from the Vegas Raiders last year, 28 years old, 6 foot, 252 pounds, can play on the interior linebacker role, can play on the outside as well as blitzer. Honestly, I'm shocked he's still a free agent. He had over 170 plus tackles last year and was solid. One of the better players on that Raiders team. I'm shocked they didn't bring him back. But overall, I think you can bring that leadership one. We already brought Demario Davis in. We still have Jamie and Sherwood. Solidify that linebacker room and bring in another guy who can make tackles. He doesn't miss, solid in coverage, and can get to the ball carrier and solid in the run game. Come in, you have him, Jamie and Sherwood, Demario Davis, and possibly an Arvell Reese as your linebacking core. I'm sorry. That's probably one of the best linebacking cores in football, especially if Jamie and Sherwood takes that step forward and becomes the Jamie and Sherwood that we saw 2 years ago. So, and Demario Davis is still playing at a high level too. I think Devin White could be a very good pickup. I think it would be a very sneaky pickup for the New York Jets, but one that would benefit this defense so much. I think he's an Aaron Glenn type of guy, and I would love to see him here in green and white. So he's one of them as well. But lastly, and I think this is an obvious one, Jauan Jennings. I know Jauan Jennings is looking for a bigger contract, but at this point, I think the Jets, they have the money. Give him a little bit of a contract. I think he's willing to come down, have him do a 1-year prove-it deal. That's your solid wide receiver number 2 right there. He's solid blocker, not the quickest guy, but can get open, is solid with his route tree, solid route runner, red zone threat. He's 28 years old, 6'3", 212 pounds, smart player as well. Honestly, the Jets need a wide receiver 2 and a wide receiver 4. You get a Jauan Jennings, it doesn't take away from still drafting a Jordan Tyson or a Mekhi Lemon or Omar Cooper Jr. or Carnell Tate or any of those guys, because it's only a 1-year deal. And if he gets hurt or if he doesn't play well, then you have that next guy, that young guy, taking a step up. We still have A.D. Mitchell as well. That would be a legit wide receiver core and complements Garrett Wilson very, very well. So Jauan Jennings is a very interesting one. I see him getting signed after the draft, but I would be very interested to see if the Jets try to snag him up before the draft and still take a wide receiver in round 2 or even at pick 16. But that's what I got for you guys. Those are the 5 current free agents that I think could really, really fit the Jets. If they ended up with Devin White and Jauan Jennings, man, I would be very excited for that. I know the offense would get a boost, and that defense would definitely get a boost as well in that linebacker room, which is still a major weakness at this point. So those are my options for you guys. If there's any other free agents that they think the Jets should go after, whether it's before the draft or after the draft, let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear your ideas. And again, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for any notification of when I post videos, just so you stay updated on what's going on in the Jets ward. But also, make sure you follow me on X, Instagram, and on TikTok. I try to post all my videos and shorts there as well, just so you see me on other platforms. But other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys. I love you from the bottom of my heart. And I thank you so much for joining me in the Jets Ward. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
The Jets Ward.